Hello everyone, welcome back to another dating-related stories. This one is a bit sad to be honest, where we have a guy questioning himself because he got cheated on 5 freaking times. This next story is from our slash dating advice.
I have been cheated on 5 times. I've been cheated on 5 times. It's hard to even type that out. Each time, I thought I'd found someone who cared about me, and each time, they left me feeling like I'm the problem. The first time was with my high school girlfriend. We dated for almost a year, and she ended up with one of my friends. He knew how I felt about her, but that didn't stop him. I was devastated, but I tried to forgive and move on, telling myself it was just bad luck. The second time, I thought I'd finally met someone who wouldn't hurt me. She was so sweet, or at least I thought. After a few months, I found out she was seeing someone else behind my back. I confronted her, but all she said was, "I didn't think you'd care that much." That line really stuck with me. Maybe I hadn't been showing how much I cared? I don't know. The worst ones were the third and fourth. I was with someone I considered serious, and somehow history repeated itself with not one, but two of my close friends. I never expected that from either of them. I started wondering, was I doing something to cause this? Was I too trusting? Did I just choose the wrong people over and over again? By the time the fifth one came along, I was scared to get attached. But I let myself fall anyway, thinking this time would be different. She seemed genuinely interested in me and the life we could build together. Turns out, she was still messaging her ex, even meeting up with him without telling me. When I found out, I couldn't even bring myself to confront her. I just let her go. I feel like I'm cursed at this point, like I'm destined to keep finding people who don't respect me. I've been told to work on myself, take some time alone, but I've done that. I've tried to be a good partner, a good friend, and I'm always left wondering, why does this keep happening to me? Is it something about me that attracts this? Am I just making terrible choices? I just need some advice. How do I stop this cycle? And is it even possible to find someone who won't treat me like this? Some background information about me. I am a healthy, fit, outgoing 24-year-old male. I go to the gym regularly 4 times a week. I have tons of hobbies, and I regularly go out with friends. I see myself as a person that can easily get along with others. I don't think I'm awkward. I also consider myself good in bed. Many of the girls I've slept with tell me it was great, but I don't know. I try to mix things up and not just do the same things every time. I just don't know anymore.
If you're asking is it possible to find your true love, it is certainly very possible. But I think you need to learn to love yourself too. I don't think you can be happy with a partner if you don't love yourself in the first place. This next story is from our slash relationship advice.
While on vacation, my sister made false accusations against my partner. Do I dump her at the airport? My sister, 62F, and I, 58F, have a complicated relationship which was estranged for over a decade. For the entirety of my life, she has always tried to denigrate me. If you had a thought in your head, you'd be dangerous and the like. She and I have different career paths. She was a nurse for about 15 years until she refused to cooperate with a drug diversion investigation. I have a graduate degree in the sciences and have worked in the field since 2011. We reconnected 3 years ago due to the care of our mother, majority born by me. There's not enough Reddit to explain my mother, but she'd be the star of our slash narcissistic parents. I thought that perhaps the both of us had matured beyond sibling nonsense, and we frequently communicate via DM. I have a work conference in a place that is very special to her. Thinking it would really nice to share the time, I told her if she could buy her plane ticket, I had a hotel room. Eventually we planned on 4 days before my conference as vacation. It's day 2, and I'm ready to buy her a plane ticket home. She has continually questioned and criticized me. First night literally screaming at me that I don't know how to drive on the way to our remote condo. I have taken professional driving courses and a clean record. Her persistently and uninvited, I would much happier if I only did me. I'm not unhappy. For conversation, I was joking about how at one job I was genuinely excluded from all friendly, social activities and that my partner said that people don't like me. In this work situation it was true, and I can point to multiple instances as evidence. My sister went ballistic on me and my partner. She accused partner as hurtful, controlling, and trying to erode my confidence, and that we were in an unhealthy relationship. My sister does not know my partner. For context, my partner and I have been together for over 25 years. My partner is the single most supportive person in my life, in addition to our adult son. My sister was screaming at me, and I was having to raise my voice to rebut her false accusations. I am surprised someone didn't call the resort management on us. Every time I told her to stop, that I would not tolerate her making absurd accusations against my partner, and I was done with the conversation, my sister started muttering about it until it got loud enough where she was attempting to pull me in again. At one point I said again the conversation was over, and she retorted, "Or what? You're going to fly home?" Huh. My response was, "No, I have a work conference and I'm not going anywhere." This is unfortunately a lifelong pattern where she has attacked me as being insufficient. Dumb has been her favorite word to describe me. Additionally, she believes her opinion is superior to mine in every possible way. She claims to have known me my entire life, so she knows me better than me, but she knows absolutely nothing about me as an adult. I had hoped after over 10 years of estrangement, things would have been better, but what happened tonight has definitely ruined my vacation and probably hers, too. For context, I had 2 glasses of wine, but I do not know how much she had. There is a financial imbalance with this, as I am paying for a majority of the vacation. Due to my education and career and partner support, I am more financially secure. Right now, if she asked me to, I'd take her to airport first thing in the morning and gladly buy her ticket. I know she would be crushed, as this is genuinely one of her favorite places. I'm not confident we can have a civil conversation. Also, I'm having second thoughts on having her at my conference hotel. I have thought about just getting her a room somewhere else so she can continue on this vacation but on her own. You're in my shoes, so how would you proceed?
I personally think you just state the solution yourself. Get her own room, since you are willing to do that and can afford to do that. Your vacation and hers has been ruined. If there's a way to fix it, why not? This next story is from her /relationship.
Read email that looks like my wife is cheating. Basically, I was working and an email came to me that looked like it was between my wife and a photographer. She works with a lot of them, so it wasn't a surprise. The emojis in it and words caught my attention though. I stupidly never saved it as it was a shared iCloud email that we both have. Email basically talked about what they were going to do that night as she was meeting that photographer. It also talked about how it was annoying they have to keep deleting messages. So I was confused, upset, and angry. I rushed home to speak to her. First, the email never existed, then it was a mistake and meant for his partner. She attacked me saying I was accusing her and trying to invade her privacy as I asked to look at the email again if it was a mistake. I've honestly never even thought to check her phone before. After hours, she flung her phone at me and there was no email there, and all the chat between her and that photographer was obviously deleted. She is adamant it was a mistake and the email was to his partner, but she's refused to show me anything to prove that. Honestly, it read like that photographer was cheating. Wasn't any names used in the text of the email. I just feel lost, horrible. Where do I go from here? TL/DR. Sexual email to me from a photographer my wife works with. Wife says it was to his partner.
That might be signs of cheating if they delete the message afterwards. If it is a mistake, was it necessary to delete it? It might, since it's an uncomfortable email, to also leave around. Do put an emphasis on might. This next story comes from r/relationship.
Boyfriend accused me of snooping through his laptop. I can't get past it. My boyfriend accused me of snooping through his laptop over a month ago, and I still can't get past it. For backstory, we've been together 2.5 years. When we first got together, he told me, "I'm an open book. You can go through my laptop or my phone anytime. I do not cheat." So the day in question he was out. I went to sit down and moved his laptop. He came home and saw the laptop had been moved and in a very nasty, accusatory tone said, "Oh, so you're snooping in my laptop." I just pretty much shut down. Went home the next morning and told him how hurt I was. I refused to see him for 2 weeks. But then hurricanes came. He's been so good to me, helping me with hurricane repairs to my house. But I am literally having nightmares reliving his accusations. How do I get past this? He is good to me otherwise. We are both in our 50s. TLD'd, our boyfriend accused me of snooping. I wasn't. I am beyond hurt.
This happened a month ago. Well, you can try by proofing your innocence. Google activity should do the trick. It might help. Thank you to everyone who reached this point. You're the best. If you enjoy this video, please consider subscribing.